Hey guys, spam in chat. I'll watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna hope that someone didn't steal the code. Is this the song? Oh no, how you try, it doesn't even matter how hard you can. Dunk 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 dunk. It doesn't even matter. What's all I know? Dunk dunk. Arm.
Tried so hard and got so far. In the end,
oh man,
it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all.
I like this song.
But in the end, it doesn't
It's very
even
emotional. I wasn't expecting this. Twitch Prime context. This is one of the best like cutscenes in a long time. Because normally I just skip through them. Music, even the animation. Like I'm used to seeing like Blizzardy type stuff.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
It's way louder than us. Good. I'll turn it down though.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Send him. He's got the chops. What's up with the chops? Mr. Stark. All right. Yo, Ryan Gary, thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate it. War of the Spark.
Yourself down.
Now available in the store. All right, so you get your Twitch Prime code Areno, and then we're gonna go ahead and redeem it, right? Store. Where's our codes? Man, the lot's been added since we last played. Let me double check the instructions here. So once you get your Twitch code Areno, then what you do is don't show any personal information during the process. Play Magic the Gathering. Meme top right. Top right where it says redeem code. Yo, Boros Battalion.
Ooh.
Let's give this the old college try. So this next hour of the show is sponsored. We are gonna play one deck with this. Luckily, it's not a blue deck, and then we'll do some drafting for sure. Lucy, thanks for the 26 months. It's simply. Let me go ahead and change my audio settings here. So this one was Unity friendly. You can barely hear it. This one is what we play in the show normally.
Dan gets in a car when he wants the dang front dang seat. Unlike other streams on Twitch that put you in the back and chastise you for speaking up, around here, we welcome you to get in the front seat. Give us some first grade instructions so we can make progress.
All right. This is what I was trying to do. There we go. All right. So it's been a while, but we got some gold and coins in the back pocket. Let's go ahead. I mean, we got to open the Guilds of Ravnica pack. Orange. Resin. Never happened. What's in his eye? Goldan. Not bad. Dan, you look wired. Define wired. All right, so we're going to play a... Let me just double check. We're going to play one with this Borealis. Play arena. Okay, got it. So they want us to see this deck one time. And then we're going to build a true deck. So we'll play. Give us our Aurora. Yo, Johnny's Ajani legendary deck. I wonder if it still holds up. We'll play a ranked match. Why not? Yeah, Bolus pulled a Soren and tricked Liliana. Can you get a run for it, Marty?
That's a fact.
Yo, Ishmael, thanks for 500 bits. Blue cards are not played in this dojo. Yo, ForgeBot, thanks for the 18 months. Let's go. 1.5 years. I appreciate it. ForgeBot with a gift to Kilgar. Can we get some dang pack spam in chat? Thank you guys so much. Keep planes. So if you have any questions about Magic, at me. I have a, I'd say C+ to B- working knowledge. Looks like a keep to me. Keep. All right, we're playing God Slayer. See about that. Let's go ahead. We'll lead with a little red. What is magic? Magic, I mean.
Bruh.
The mini gates is coming back. Yo, Dopey Dragon, what's good? All right, so we got one out there. I like to play thick, quick, and fast. That's how we like to play. So what are these new cards here? Legion Guildmate deals 3 damage to each opponent. Yo, all right, so we'll just get one of these out here. 2/2 or 2/3. Better value. On the real, I don't know anything about this game. Can I get a first grade rundown of what it is? 100% FOTC. So this is a CCG or TCG, so it's a card game. Your number one goal, you know what? Let me make this as easily, you know what? Around these parts, you don't know. We're gonna make it as we asked for first grade vernacular. I'm gonna give you first grade instructions here. All right. So this is what you're after right there. Each player, that's the guy. This is us. Each player has 20 health. All right. Your goal is to get said health down to 0. You get said health down to 0 by attacking, but you got to go through that jabroni first. So that's the point of it. Now there's some mechanics as how things work, which I will explain. So most importantly, there's 2 things, right? We'll double attack. So you're able to play cards based on your mana. Mana comes from lands. There's whatever color your land is, that's the color mana you get to use. You're like, well, Dan, how do I know what cards to play? In the upper right-hand corner of every card here, let me indicate some simplicity here. It's going to tell you how much mana you need. So right here, that's a red colored mana. So to get this card out, you need 1 red and 1 white. Boom. We got 1 red, 1 white. We get it out. So that's like the super basics. It's easy to play, extremely difficult to master. All right. So another thing worth noting here. Whoops. Well, whoops. Well, that actually will work out in our favor here. Other thing worth noting, in the bottom right corner, this tells you the first number is how much they can attack. The second number is how much they can take. So this deals 3 damage. It can eat 2. But so that's the basics. If you want to know more, at me. I'll do my best to explain. But that's like the basics. When's the test for this class? I really there's a lot of value in this. I think logic, math, Austin. Look at that thing. I've always been a huge fan of the art in this game too, especially the older stuff like revised, big time. You should try to check out some cards from new sets. Tons of planeswalkers. I'm a huge fan of like the base sets every year. like the core sets, because that's like right up my alley. It doesn't get too, you know, complicated. See, like right here, there's a lot going on with that card, so I'll probably just won't play it. And then can we upgrade him? I think we messed that up. What's the basics? So like they release 4 sets of Magic cards a year, and one of the sets is just like a base vanilla set. That's what I like to play because the mechanics of the game are pretty simple. How many lands can you play per turn? 1. Great question. All right, Sky Knight Legionnaire. So real quick, my head's in the way, but it's important to note here. So we have 4x red mana and 1x white mana. So you can kind of see here. You see they're stacked up. So we have essentially 5 mana we can spend. So it's our job to be diligent with that. So we can play this because that's 3 mana, 1 of any color, 1 red, 1 white. And then we know we got an extra 2 left over. No, we don't. We only had 1 white. I messed that up. This is a flyer. So send this one. That's free damage. So another thing, the arena makes it really easy to play where you don't have to know all the rules because it can figure out a lot for you. But this is a flyer. It can't be blocked because none of these have reach. So send them. Response deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. I'll hold off on that. You got some love from the Fox man coming in. Yo, appreciate it. Can we get some Yabeb spam in chat? Core 2020 comes out in 2 months. That's what I like. Like I'll play a lot of the core set just because it's like it's vanilla, right? Also, I am Groot. So is the mana spent when you spend a card? It doesn't stay. You get to spend the mana 1 per turn. Like you can use all your mana, then in the next turn it resets. Oh, he put out Big Austin at 10-10 with trample. I think we can still get him here though. Who did I used to play with? So the first set I ever bought, like I bought a starter deck from Revised, and whenever you know, I was like whatever 4th grade, I didn't know how to play. I would just like kind of make up the game. So I didn't really play with any, like I played with one kid on my basketball team, but we just made up how to play. I actually didn't end up playing like really until 2012. I started going to Friday Night Magic and tried to finish my Revised set, which I think I'm pretty close. Eventually I'll do that. Like I have I think I could show you guys. I can show you my Revised set, but that's my goal one day, to finish that up. All right, so Blade Instructor. So I don't see, like, here's the thing. I don't know what Mentor does. Mentor, whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1. Got it. So that tells you what Mentor does. Creatures you control gain first strike and vigilance until end of turn. After this main phase, this shows combat phase. Let's see, like that's like mind flooding to me. Oh, hear me out though. What if we get her out, and then we'll double tap on the next turn? I still think we can win here because we should be able, so we can send this guy. We'll get him down to 6. Response deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. I think we can get him next turn. You can't double tap. You only have 1 white. Oh. So we can get him down to 3, bang for 2. Yeah. I think, oh, he's got 10 trample. Rip. How do you feel about this set? This is my first time playing this set. Yeah, we're gonna have to block a little bit. I think they may get us here, but we'll see. He has lethal. What determine where a card goes on the field when you play it? It doesn't matter where it goes. Like in the order, it doesn't matter where it goes because you can like block. I could block him with any of these cards. Oops. We may actually want to put 5 damage on him, right? We can maybe kill him. Yeah. Send him. Yeah. That may have saved us. So 5 damage. Now we can kill him. Send him. So here's the deal. He's going to do 3 damage. He's going to do 2 damage. And let's draw this up in the dirt. I think we got a little lucky. Hear me out. So this card right here, 3 damage plus 2 damage gives us 5. See that red number right there? He's only got 5. He should be sent here barring a disaster. He should be sent. I don't know why he didn't attack with everything else. And then, because what we'll do is we'll tap here. We're still going to be 1 short of a triple double, huh? All right, this is gonna be an interesting deal here. Mountain Giant. Whenever it does, ooh, so we can do 2 and 3. That's not gonna be enough. I think we're roasted. So we could use this guy to deal 3. And then swing for 2. Oh, does 3 to all? To each opponent. Yo, Sahara, thanks. You can tap a 3/3 on this turn to buy another run. I got you. Just play Giant, swing for 2. And your shoulders looking mighty broad. Hey, I appreciate it. We've been doing like, I think we're in week 43 and it's getting a little like, I don't want to call it boring, but I've been running 2 miles a day for 5 days a week and then doing 100 push-ups on each one of those days. So like, I just want to get to 52 weeks, then I'm going to mix it up. I think we're roasted here though. I was playing Magic before you're born. You're right. You're not wrong. So I think they're gonna swing for the fences, and I think we're roasted. But you never know. It was a good game. Yo, Shannon, have a good one. Thanks for being here. If they only attack with these 2, I'm shocked. Is exactly enough damage. My guy, what are you doing? What's he doing?
Work hard, buddy!
Let's go, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I played that a little preemptive. Michael A.L. Fox, appreciate the raid. If you're just joining us, hop in the dang front dang seat. We got some Magic the Gathering bounty. What that means? Yo, he passed. He passed. He passed on the grass. I think we can get him here. Yo. Send him. Send him. We got him. You can't touch. You got no one to touch this 2/2 flyer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, oh, he bent the knee.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You got him. You got him. There's winning, and then there's what this guy just did. He bent the knee. Get him out of here. At least take the loss. No bending of the knee, not around these parts. We don't play like that. You take your L, you sit on it. We'll claim our prize here. He didn't attack. It was our turn to attack. Now, around these parts, we like to do a little bit of a little draft. You know, to me, this evens the playing field here. Yo, draft time. So basically what this is, so instead of playing against individuals who's got a stacked deck of cards, what you get to do is everyone starts on the playing field. You pick what you pick, and what you pick is what you get. Yo, Michael A.L. Fox, you want the double gold chain? You're 1 year away, kid. Good show today, my dude. All right. So we're going to draft here. I'm partial to red, white, and black. I also like green. But I also don't like reading a lot. So I like the simple cards. Anything but blue. We will never take a blue card. So I'm gonna take this one. I just don't like that's why I don't like blue. There's so much to know. No, thank you, please. So we're gonna try to build a black deck if possible. Enforcer first pick. Hey, look. Even the most unlikely of scenarios. Little brother spam in chat. When he enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. You could maybe go black and white. Cry is good. Where do you see Cry? Where's Cry? Oh, this one. Red black is good for this set. Destroy target land. Yo, Rafter Demon. If its spectacle cost was played, each opponent discards a card. No, thank you, please. Trollbred Guardian is good. Yo, all right, we'll go green black. Destroy target land is so unethical. So we're looking for black and green cards at this point. Carry on Imp and Trumpeter. I'm a simple man. I see Imp, I take it. Green black isn't really one of the combos in this set. That's why we make it a set. Gatebreaker Ram, +1 for each gate you control. I'm guessing gates are semi-rare. Rock or gate? Get some gates. Dude, I've been binge watching Big Brother from start to where I started watching BB14. I saw your last season and saw how you won that. Yo, Italian, I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the show. Gates are common. So we're looking for some red and some black. Black and green. That's it. Wilderness. At the beginning of your end. Yo, that's a good card. Screaming Shield. Ill-gotten inheritance. Look at all the dang coin flying around there. So I think we got to take this one. Yeah, I'm with you. To me, flyers are that deal. Fireblade Artist, Lion Demon Face. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, it deals 2 damage. Seems a little much. Versus Rakdos Roustabout. Yo, I kind of like that one. Yo, since this game is online, aren't people playing the most OP stuff? 3 Black Lotuses? No, because this is only like modern stuff. There's no vintage stuff in this one. It's like vintage would be like old cards. Modern standard, whatever it is, you know. Target, we'll go with this one. Yeah, no problem. Rubble reading, rafter demon. To me, that just seems like a lot of sauce. The face. Why am I picking red? Why did I pick a red one? To be fair, modern does sound like the newest format. I know, right? So what is it? Standard? What's modern? All right, so we get pack number 2. We're looking for solid blacks and green cards. Solid black and green cards. Gatebreaker helps us. Maybe we pick this up. But this is a quick one. I think we get boar here. Boar in the gate. I think we get the boar.
Let's go.
Modern cards, all cards since 0809. So we got black and white, black. Chamber Guardian. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on the chamber, you may search your library. Oh, so you want multiples. I guess we'll give it a shot. Another gate, we could take that one. Blood Mist Infiltrator. Looks like a Star Wars character. I don't like sacrificing creatures though. Thirsting Shade. I like that one. Send them. Plague White is really good. Darth Malik, is that his name? Bankrupt in Blood. As an additional cost to cast a spell. No, thank you. Rock. Arcane Beast. Double Ill-Gotten. Sure, I'll take that. Dead Revels. Grotesque Demise. I'm just not seeing a whole lot that gets me fired up here. We'll take another gate. Demise is good. Target creature gains death touch. I like that card. I just like to keep things simple. You know, like it's the deal is tap and untap creature you control. Got to try and pick up some removal. It's not that to me. That's like a blue play. I don't like to play blue plays if we don't have to. Drill bit. Target player reveals hand. You choose a non-land card that player discards. Sorofoam Hybrid. What does adapt do? Adapt. Yo, take the hybrid. Deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. Why are we drawing red? Bread. Bomb removal. I think that's overrated. We're just getting some gates here. Getting some gates. Thirsting Shade. We want quick beasts here. Whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. Nah. Death touch. Shade. Yeah, let's take it. Oh, thank you. Dead Revels. Return up to 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand. We'll take it. Bomb removal, evasive creatures, average creatures. Take that one. All right, cool. All right, this is the last pack here. What do we got? So we need some great black and great green. Probably take another one of those. Another group. Trumpeter, we already got one of those. Riot. Any creature with riot enters the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1. I kind of like that. What's up, Brian Gary? I think we're gonna take the rampage. You could splash red at this point. Yo, the usurper Robert Baratheon. I think we gotta take it just because it's a planeswalker. Then it slides into our DMs. Should we take it just to greed it up? Because basically when you draft these cards, you get to keep them as well. It's a shiny. I'm a simple man. You gotta take it.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
I'm glad we took that card now. That's 100% a greed play. Sir, so yeet. Did they license that? Whenever Orzhov Racketeers deals combat damage, that player discards a life. I'm a simple man. I'll take Orzhov. Goblin Gathering. I'm okay with that. Dead Revels. I would like to. Can we do a core draft, a basic draft, or is that not an option? Add red or green. Not this week. I should have picked that gate, huh? You're right. Consigned to the pit. Blade brand. I mean, that's a good. We're picking a lot of expensive cards, though. Yo, squared error. It is, to me, it's a hard game to stream. I think it's a perfect, like, chill game to stream. But, you know, for our show that we do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I would call it not a fit for that. All right, there's a removal for you guys. Demise or jugs. I want to take gates. I just want to load up on gates. I don't know why. I feel like it's gonna bail us out of something. More gates. Can we get G space, A space, T space, E spam in chat? No, it's all good. You want to know the greatest thing of all? We didn't pick one blue card. Not a single blue card. All right. Now, we rip cards out we don't want, right? That's how it works. All right, so get all the red out of here. That makes it easy. No red. No white. No, thank you, please. That's a gate. We'll keep it. Click the slider in the top right. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know that. Yeah, so we got to cut this thing down to 40 cards. I don't like holding a lot of expensive cards. But we got to cut some stuff here. Cut one of those. Twilight Panthers, send them. All right, so we got to cut 4 more. It's too territorial. Let's get rid of a heavy boy. No, thank you. We'll go in with 40. All right, here we go. Let's run our sets here. We got our draft deck. You know what? How can we name it? Isn't there a way to name it? What's my base land? We got plenty. How do we name the deck? Highlight the name. Yo, you guys name the deck. What should we name this deck? Yo, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that either. ON3 Swamp Thing. Gate Lord. Yo. Gate Lord. There we go. All right. Let's take a quick poll in chat. Y or N in chat. Do you think we're going to win this first game? Spam Y if you think so. N if you don't. The voting bot will take it, eat it up, and spit out the average. Black, green. Keep. That's a keep. All right, let's call the vote here. What's the vote on this one? 53.85% of the live polling audience thinks we will not win the game. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? Yo. BO7S. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my turn. BO7S. Down in the red shirt gold chain for 18 consecutive months, courtesy of Jeff Beasley, Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And Brain Zap Baby down in the red shirt gold chain for 2 consecutive months. Thank you so much for the love. Let's go ahead and throw a swamp out there. And let's throw this guy out there. He's got the Pinterest apparel. Let's read what he can do here. Whenever one or more +1/+1, you may search your library. We don't have that. I mean, with the deck we drafted, we're more reliant on our opponents being bad. Probably not wrong. But we're going to give it the good old college try. Adapt gives him +2/+2. We're probably going to do that. Because we can afford it on the next turn. Yo, Bait New York, to me, that's how I play. Like, I play... Oh, that comes in tapped? What kind of resin is that? I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know that. Send them. No attacks. You shouldn't have this many gates in your deck. They tell us what we shouldn't do, but we defy logic and try to get them. Also, we're supposed to be Ajani. That touch, you got to be careful of that. What's up, Tim Gross? What's going on, man? Good to see you back. It's been a minute. I'm not gonna say it. Target creature gains death touch until the end of the turn. I think we're gonna sack town this guy. Yo, I appreciate it, Tim. Hope you're well. All right, we're gonna send this guys because basically he's going down no matter what. Question for the lore lords: is this Ravnica the same as Ravnica in D&D? Whose death touch operates first? It doesn't matter. All right, good. We wanted to just clear that so we can pump this guy. I would have died anyways. Okay. Oh, zapped us. All right, so this player is pretty good. Hey, just found out about you loving the gameplay. Yo, Creedith, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed. We go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight's a special night. But if you're enjoying the show, I encourage you to hit the follow button. Thanks so much for hanging out. All right. What do we got here? We got tap. We can put the Arcane Beast or the... Yeah. Axebane. Axebane. I want to get into Magic, but you're years late to the party. The best way to do that is honestly to play this game. It's free to play. It's a great way to learn Magic. Like, I learned Magic without this. My learning curve would have been cut in half if this were out when I played Magic, or when I learned. The game's a little loud. I can turn it down. It's a simple, I got the switches right here. I can turn it down super easily. It's definitely less intimidating too, if that's an issue. We need our gate bomber. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. You just have 1. Oh. Or we get out a big dog. Let's get out a big dog. It is much easier to play when someone's keeping track of the words. Go to MTG Arena. Man. I think we should swing here. Can he tap if he's got... Can he block if he's stunted? He could fire. I'm not worried about fireball, but can he block this guy or no? That's what I don't know. He can block. Oh, that's if he becomes blocked, not if he blocks. Yo, Lupo Reed, what's good? So like that one word right there, becomes blocked, is so important to read, right? And that's why the game is like so dialed in. Every word matters. So if you don't read it closely, you make it. Yo, Mr. Wizard, thanks for dialing in. Yeah, Pecky, give it a shot. You know, it'll walk you through it. This is the best way for someone who wants to learn Magic. This is the best way to learn how to play. No questions asked. At the beginning of your upkeep, ill-gotten inheritance deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Or we put out another big dog. Or we +1/+1. Interesting. Interesting. We got some good choices here. Enchantment. Okay. The irony is I enjoy reading like books. But this is just like, it's because this isn't just reading. You got to read and then understand what the heck's going on too. We'll swing here. Yo, Soul Sting, what's good? No, like like there's a lot of variables in this game, right? Like this is reading and logic. I think this is this on Mac? I thought this was on Mac too. No, I don't quote me on that. Rakdos the Showstopper. When it enters the battlefield, flip a coin for each creature that isn't a demon, devil, or imp. Destroy each creature whose coin comes up tails. That's a difference maker right there. Yo, though. Hold on. Hear me out. Swing for the fences, please. Swing for the fences. We come out. Bop. Oh, we're one turn away. How do I feel about removal right about now? Minkus. All right, let's see what we got here. No, this is an actual player. They can block. Man, we're really close, but not quite there yet. Yeah, won't use it yet. Riot gives haste. Bring back your 2 drops. Except we can't cast them because we burn green. That didn't go as planned. Why did that do that? You have the option to cast for 2. Yo, we can get him next turn, boys. We can get him next turn. We can get him next turn. We can get him next turn. Survive. Are we going to survive this turn? If so, spam Y in chat. We can get him next turn. We can get him next turn. Believe in the dream. Hang in here. We could get him here, boys. No, he gave us false hope. He might have a skewer.
Bruh.
All right, good fight. Let me show you guys a little something here. I'm gonna show you a little. You want to see something? You're gonna see Johnny's Ajani, the single greatest deck in the history of Magic the Gathering. I welcome all comers to go head to head against Johnny's Ajani. You can hop in the dang front, dang seat, give it all you got, but you will never take down Johnny's Ajani. Johnny, this is the best deck ever created. The more Johnny's, the better. Mulligan. We'll keep it. There's so many cats in this thing. So many Ajani's. That's a good start here. Clo Day 88. Today is not your day. Today is not your day. It's a blue resin deck. Can we get some dang resin spam in chat? Heavy. This is. I don't have a resin button. If I did, I'd be spamming it right now. Resin, resin, resin. No, Korea. We lost by 1. Unethical blue deck. All right, you get to see our whole deck. What are you doing? It's Johnny's Ajani. Is that a jar of resin emote? It is. What is this guy doing? He took 1 card out of my deck. That's why I don't play resinous behavior. We could attack. Yeah. Send him. If you can't stop the thief, you pretty much lose. Yeah, but what about Johnny's Ajani? When did resin become a thing? When we played Dark Souls 1 and we got to the gargoyles and everyone's like, not everyone, a couple people like, Dan, put pine resin on it. I'm like, nah, that's cheating. We'll fight him straight up. Thus, the legend of Sir So Yeet began through 3 decades of Dark Souls game, the single greatest Dark Souls character of all time. What target opponent reveals their hand? You choose one non-land card from it. He took one of our Johnnies. Look at all the Austins in there. What you didn't take, our splendid angel. Yeah. Now what are you gonna do? We've got the Thief of Sanity under control. I'm gonna play Sekiro, just no rush to do it. Yeah, I'm playing Ajani's Ajani. I didn't really like our deck so much. So we're unveiling to the world Johnny's Ajani. Ooh. OG, thanks for this 3 straight months. Thank you so much for the acquiescence. Can we get 00 spam in chat? Johnny's last stand. It even got an article in Urban Dictionary for resin. I was unaware of that. That's a great card, by the way. This, see, to me, like, if you want to have fun playing Magic, don't play against someone with a blue deck. Old Raid, not so much, but I really enjoyed both seasons. Well, it's fun when there's no combativeness whatsoever. It's just me playing my cards controlling the whole game. Get that out of here. Like, Flow Day 88 translates to resin.
Your corpse will make an excellent minion.
Oh, those Liliana, she used to look different. You like aggro blue? No judgment, it's just resin. Yeah, we'll take it. No, there's no judgment. It's no judgment. It's an objective statement. If you want to play blue deck, I got nothing against you. But just like calling a blue deck, it's the color blue. It's also the color resin. You know? It's like, that's not my opinion. It's an objective fact. If you look at any blue card, for example, what do you think is in that pouch right there? Resin. Okay. What do you think is under the arm right there? Resin. You want me to show you some more blue cards that show more resin? What do you think the primary economic source of that is? What's their primary GDP driver? Resin. Resin manufacturing.
Waste not, want not.
My favorite deck is anything but a blue deck. At least get this guy out of here. All right, so that was a twofold deal. Number one, we didn't get the set we wanted. Number two, it was a resin behavior. So we're gonna run it back with another Ajani's Ajani deck. I'm just telling you right now, if you think we're gonna get a victory, type Y in chat. If you think not, spam N in chat. Cast your vote now. This deck is invincible, except against resin. You'd love to mill you in defeat. Like, sounds like a resin user. No judgment, but it sounds like someone that uses. No, can we please? Every resin user coming out of the woodworks right now. Call the vote here on this one. The exact same 53.85 believe we are gonna lose. We'll see. Oh, ye of little faith. Get the Austins out. You started playing this after you watched us play this last year. You got into it even after doing a lot of learning. Blue being resin is the absolute truth. Yeah, it's basically like, it's just not fun to play against. You know, like I like when the cards battle. The spells are going back and forth, but when the resin's flowing, count me out. All right. So here's where we start to set it up here. Part 1 of Johnny's Ajani. Profit. I don't like playing them or playing against them. Those aren't Austins. Those are Austins. I mean, 53% of the live polling audience says we're not going to win this one. Oh. All right. Now we got a shot here. Watch this. This is the difference. This is the difference. Hit him with the little Ajani's. What? Double Ajani's. There's so many Ajani's, you don't know if you're talking about Johnny Cochran or John Sawyer. Oh. You see, that's resin. That's a good play. Yeah. Give us that +1. Why are we milling all this stuff? Why is that happening? Yeah. Oh, let's go. Let's go. No, he's gonna block it. No, he's gonna block it. No, let's go. So now every time we play a white card, +1. Now you're starting to believe and see the power of Johnny's Ajani. Yeah. That +3 became a +5 before a blink of an eye. Now what are you gonna do when the Johnny's Ajani comes after you? It's gonna turn into a +7/7. Don't touch him. He touched him. Yeah. Hang in here. You will always root for mill decks. Mill decks are resin. Wait, isn't Northern Lion a blue player? I mean, do you even need to ask that question? You look up resin in the dictionary. Ajani's Last Stand. I think we just hit him with this because it's almost over. I will hit him with this. Don't block it. No counters, please. All right, give yourself a cookie. Oh, we send everyone. Johnny's one strike away from ending it. One strike away.
If you wish to surrender,
Hang in here.
hone your prowess.
You love me, but it's hard to watch kitchen table level magic. It's not about the table you play it on, it's about how you play the game. The best of victories. Let's go. Is when you win and you get out the blue marker and you get the blue user to bend the knee. Get this guy out of here. Johnny taking all resin users. The kitchen table just beat the resin mill deck. Give us our prize. We're running one more back here. Johnny's Ajani on the show today is 1-1. Celebrating this victory is effectively celebrating that you beat the kid on elementary school playground. Nah. There was much doubt against Johnny's Ajani. Now we have some believers. No bully mill players. We're not bullying. You take a shot with the resin deck. Yo, look at that card back. All right, yo, no resin. Yo, look at, we got double synergistic fur plays right now. All right, they got ball players too. Nah, this is gonna be a fun fight because it's no resin. I think we play this card. Like if they build control decks, you can build a deck to counter that. You can. But it's like fighting resin with resin. Is that something you think you want to do? I don't. Two resins don't make a right. Hang in here. He's got something up his sleeve, so we're gonna take it. No blocks. He's got something up his sleeve. He's sitting on 4 land. No, thank you, please. No, thank you, please. No, thank you. You gotta wake up pretty early in the morning. Yeah. Not today, my friend. Not today. Hear me out? Nah, we're going tripling down on every Ajani's here. I did a podcast about how I met Ryan Gary Letourneau. It's a bit of an in-depth story. Exclamation point podcast in chat will take you there. Look at the 6-6 just turned into a 7-7. I think we send him. I think we send him. I could do like 3 clips if they're high tier. Send both. Full send. Yo, Johnny's Ajani. You can't stop it. What do I think of the gate decks? I like just playing simple magic. Kitchen table magic. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Kitchen table magic. It's okay. There's more Johnny's where that came from. If this is a mono white deck, then you're the one that's got resin. Saitomos, I believe you are the one that's confused as to what is resin. Because resin only comes in one color. You want some Ajani's? I mean, blue. We're swinging for the fences here. White is not light blue. Do I know of a Timur Dreadhorde deck standard? I don't. I'm a kitchen table Magic player. I like that. I'll take that and put it in our back pocket. Red is like getting punched in the face. Resin or a blue deck is. I bet the need to Ajani's Ajani. Resin is telling the teacher and getting you in trouble. Rank up. Johnny's. No, that's the wrong color. We don't want to do Johnny's. Ajani moves to 2-1. 2-1. Any tips for a soon-to-be dad? You're scared? Yo, enjoy it. You'll know what to do. Enjoy it, man. Claim our prize. Well, I told you there was going to be Falutency, the greatest deck you ever saw. 2-1. Took down one resin user.